I am, well, I probably gotta wait a minute so that it can actually go live, huh? So yeah, I'll give it a minute to catch up. And I'll show the stream link and everything. Phone, fuck off. I don't care. Hopefully it's not laggy today, although I cannot promise anything, obviously. Okay, so yeah. We are doing some Voidbreaker today, which is an indie game that I like quite a bit. It's in early access right now. If you have seen... Oh yeah, I forgot. If you have seen my, gameplay of, okay, I need to turn down the desktop audio. Sorry, let me just turn that down by, like, a significant amount. Because I don't want to, like, deafen people. But yeah, if you have seen my, stream or my video on, what was it called? That other free FPS, roguelike game. This is a bit like that, because it is an FPS roguelike game. But it is different in a lot of ways. It's in early access right now. There's only 3 areas and only a limited number of guns, and they're working on adding new guns and new upgrades and stuff. But I think that it's a lot of fun. There are a few bugs in it, but it's only $20 on Steam. And if you enjoyed the stream and you think that the game looks interesting, I would really recommend going and checking it out so that you can support a small developer and help make sure that the game gets updated. I'm just gonna... Here's what I'm gonna do. I've done this run for a while. Like, I've done this run for the past couple of days. This run is so stupidly overpowered. I want to do a new run. I'm just gonna let myself die so that I can do a new run. Hello. Kill me, please. Yeah, although, one warning is that the first boss can be very difficult to new players. It can be discouraging. Like, I did not enjoy my first, like, 2-ish hours of the game. Because it can be confusing. Because one of the currencies you only get from the bosses and you needed to upgrade, like, everything, and it doesn't really explain that. And it is quite confusing, I feel like, but I think it's still worth it, because the game is very, very fun. As you can see, I have all the upgrades maxed out, I have all the current guns available unlocked. I'm working on getting all the schematics still. I don't have all the skins yet. Yeah, right now there's the pistol, the assault rifle, the shotgun, and the marksman in the game. Oscar, shut up! Sorry, that's my dog. One of my dogs. So, the pistol is the weapon that you start out with, which is not all that good. The assault rifle is the next one you get. It is a direct upgrade and is arguably the best weapon in the game at the moment. Then you get the shotgun, which is, it's alright. And then you get the marksman, which is, I haven't spent much time with it. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it's just kind of there. As far as I can tell, like, I'm not that interested in the marksman. I might change my mind after I spend some more time with it, but at least for the time being, I don't think that it's all that interesting. But yeah, this is the gimmick of the game. You go to these upgrade boxes, scattered all around, and you have to manage your ammo and stuff, but you... One of the upgrades I get allows me to re-roll them, but then you also have limited slots in your inventory. Some upgrades you get allows you to unlock more of these slots. Now, some of the upgrades in that upgrade tree I showed you allows you to get more slots, but there are also these modules. Some of them allow you to get more slots in here. And what these do is that they do the things that they say. So they can either change your scope, or they can change your damage output, they can change your movement speed, they can change your projectile, they can change how many you fire, they can make you explosive, they can make stuff rain down from the sky, they can make it homing, they can make all sorts of different things happen. But that's the gimmick of the game. You get to customize your gun basically however you want. As long as you're lucky, that is. So see, this is a corrupted module, which means that you get a very, very good bonus from it, but you need to do something in return. So this one, it gives me a number of homing projectiles, but it's in relation to the motion blur setting. So, in order for me to make that the best possible, I would have to... So this would be nothing, and if I want that to be the best possible, I would need to do this. Because then, as you can see, it is firing out some homing projectiles. Every once in a while, anyway. Motion blur intensity. Some of the other ones include the resolution setting, the field of view, the frame rate, the time of day, the textures, like all sorts of different things. So you can get all sorts of great bonuses, but if you want to take advantage of them, you have to make the game look worse or make it harder to play. But a lot of the time it is worth it. Kind of. Like, it's worth it depending on the build you're going for. I mean, it's hard to explain, but it is a very, very interesting concept. And like I said, I very much would recommend checking the game out. It is only $20 on Steam. It's the price of, like, a McDonald's meal nowadays. And it goes on sale fairly frequently because it did just come out, like, literally a month or two ago. This game is, like, very, very new. So, there are a decent amount of bugs in the game, but there is a bug posting forum where the community is fairly active in, including me. I'm active in the bug posting forum on there. And And one of my shorts is a bug that so if you look at my shorts, it's just me crashing the game, basically. But there's all sorts of crazy builds that you can do, like raining homing missiles from the sky, and stuff like that. It's just really cool. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I never really got to play like Call of Duty and stuff, but something about just like first-person roguelike games, they'll just tickle an itch in my brain. Like there's just something about them. It just scratches like a certain. I just love them. There are not enough of them out there. So like this and Respaced, they just, oh, they're so good. I really wish Respaced was a bigger game, but unfortunately it is a free game, and it's not being updated anymore, which I understand, but that was fairly recent as well, so I'm hoping that the studio does more. I don't know if it's even a studio, I think it might just be like a guy. But I'm hoping that they do more with that concept, because I do really like the concept. But yeah, I also really recommend you go check out my VOD on Respaced, or even just go download it for yourself, because like I said, it's completely free, and honestly one of the best games I've ever played. It is so stupidly good. This one is just weird. Inverts projectile gravity / increasing gravity strength. Like, I don't know what that means. It sure does something, I guess. Like, I can't tell what it's doing. But I'm sure it's doing something. And considering it's a corrupted module, I'm assuming it does something good, because the tiers are common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and then corrupted. So corrupted are the rarest ones, I think. Legendary might be the rarest, I'm not entirely sure. I'm fairly sure that corrupted is the rarest, but since they don't actually list the odds of them, I can't know for sure. This is another one of the objectives. Most of the time, the objective is just, like, to kill the enemies, but sometimes you need to defend a point like this. Where, oh yeah, and you also have this, which is, like, you can pick up and throw projectiles at enemies, and you also have a grenade, which you can throw at enemies. And you can also dash and slide. And there's a grappling hook as well, like I can do that. Although I do feel like the grappling hook is a bit underutilized, because you can only use it on the grappling hook icon, like there. You can only use it on those green hooks. Like, I really wish that there was a way for me to use the grappling hook on enemies, or just on more terrain, even. Like, it just feels very underutilized. I hope that the developer, like, uses it for more later on, because it is a bit disappointing. Even though it's really cool, and you can kind of break the momentum engine with it, like, with the way it is, it's just, it could be a lot better. This, I would not recommend picking up at the moment. Because while it sounds very good, it doesn't actually work. It just drops them on the ground in front of you. So, like, even though you don't take damage from them anymore, it doesn't actually work. And that one's alright, but I don't really care. Oh my god, fine, I'll fucking take it. Okay, and then I can show you these. You already saw the pillar that I used, where I spent all my ammo for a corrupted module. And also those are like grinding rails where you can step on. Oh yeah, and you can double jump. But you step onto these grinding rails and you slide across them. Oh yeah, and you also have a melee attack. But yeah, these just takes me to like a random area. It's supposed to take you to a random area that you haven't been to, but I've been to all of them, so it just takes me to a random area. There are also these like email things for if you're a nerd and care about the lore. I don't care. These lasers damage you, which is pretty self-explanatory. This little hidden area here could contain a schematic if I hadn't already gotten it. Up slot invoker. Oh, this is one of the ones that opens these up. So look, if I put it right here, it opens up those two slots. I'm aware that I have low projectile ammo. You don't have to show it on the screen constantly. That is one problem with the game. The screen does feel a little cluttered sometimes. Like, with the low projectile ammo, enemy projectiles show up even through walls. The stuff in the lower left corner, it's just objective in the top right. It does just feel cluttered sometimes. And stream is lagging. Bruh. Why have we dropped 3.1% of the frames? 3.2%. 3.3%. What the fuck? I mean, this is better than my OBS just shitting itself and randomly crashing, but still. What the hell? Why? Oh great, 5.6%. No shit, I'm at 4,000 bitrate. Hello? You wanna let me up the bitrate? No? Why can't I up the bitrate? Because of stream enhanced broadcasting.